Mary broke the vase with a hammer yesterday. Tell me, who broke it? What got broken? What did they use? And when did it happen? You just did semantic role labeling. Agent, Mary. Patient, the vase. Instrument, the hammer. Time, yesterday. 4 roles, 1 verb. That is the skeleton of who did what to whom. Video 7 of Lecture 7, Semantic Role Labeling, also known as SRL, also known as Shallow Semantic Parsing, the last classical station on the belt, and the one that gives your NLP system the frame it needs to answer questions, extract facts, and build a knowledge graph. In Video 6, we disambiguated word senses. Now we know broke means physically shattered, not ran out of money. Great. But the sentence still doesn't tell you the who and the what unless you extract the arguments of the verb. SRL is exactly that. 6th station on the belt. Today's puzzle. English rearranges arguments constantly. Mary broke the vase. The vase was broken by Mary. The vase Mary broke. Same 3 roles, different surface order, and an SRL system has to recover the underlying agent-patient instrument frame from any of these, which is why parsing alone is not enough. Today's 3 beats. First, PropBank. Palmer, Gildea, Kingsbury, 2005. The Penn Treebank of semantic roles. Second, the roles themselves. Agent, patient, instrument, beneficiary, location, the taxonomy that structures every predicate. Third, why SRL matters. Question answering, information extraction, knowledge graphs, every downstream semantic task. Beat 1. PropBank. Palmer, Gildea, and Kingsbury, 2005. Take the Penn Treebank, every sentence already parsed, and annotate every verb with its arguments. ARG0 is usually the agent. ARG is usually the patient. ARG2 through ARG5 are verb-specific, plus ARGM adjuncts, modifiers like time, place, manner. Every verb gets its own frame file, listing what its arguments mean. A parallel effort. FrameNet. Baker, Fillmore, and Lowe, 1998. Different philosophy. PropBank annotates every verb. FrameNet organizes verbs into frames. Commercial transaction is a frame that has buyer, seller, goods, money as roles. The verb buy evokes this frame with the buyer as argo. The verb sell evokes the same frame with the seller as argo. Same abstract structure, different lexical entry point. PropBank versus FrameNet in 1 line. PropBank is exhaustive and shallow. Every verb annotated. ARG0 Argon ARG2 style. FrameNet is deep and selective. Fewer verbs annotated, but with rich cross-verb frame structure. Modern SRL systems mostly use PropBank because it's bigger. Modern semantic parsing systems increasingly use FrameNet because it's richer. Both approaches are actively developed in 2026. Beat 2. The role inventory. Agent, the doer, patient, the affected thing, instrument, the tool used, beneficiary, the one who benefits, location, where it happens, time, when it happens, manner, how it happens, cause, why it happens. These come from the case grammar tradition, Fillmore's original work in 1968, and every SRL system tags some flavor of them. The killer property of these roles. They abstract over surface form. John opened the door with a key. John is agent, door is patient, key is instrument. The door was opened by John with a key. John is still agent, door is still patient, key is still instrument. Passive voice, topicalization, whatever the sentence does, the roles stay the same. That's what makes SRL useful downstream. Beat 3. How SRL got built. Gildea and Jurafsky, 2002. The first statistical SRL system. Feature-based, around 60% phone. Then deep learning. He and colleagues, 2017. A BiLSTM over words. Predict role for each span. 80+ phone. Then transformer fine-tuning. 90 phone on PropBank. Now every commercial NLP toolkit ships SRL by default. Why does anyone care? Question answering. When your user asks who broke the vase, the system needs to find sentences with break as the predicate and return the agent. That's SRL. Information extraction. When you're mining a corpus of medical papers for drug X, cause symptom Y, you're looking for the causer role of cause. That's SRL. Knowledge graphs. Freebase, DBpedia, Wikidata. all built from SRL-like extractions on Wikipedia. Every triple in a knowledge graph is subject-predicate-object, which is really agent-verb-patient. Semantic role labeling is the machinery that turns raw text into structured facts. And structured facts are what modern search engines answer questions from. Practical picks. If you want SRL out of the box, Allen NLP's SRL model, based on He et al. 2017. If you want it multilingual, SPA-SCI transformers, with a fine-tuned SRL head. If you're doing knowledge graph construction, use OpenIE for shallow extraction, then align to PropBank labels. If you're teaching semantics, draw the frame files by hand for a few verbs, Fillmore style. 3 takeaways before the quiz. 1. PropBank, Palmer 2005, is the shallow but exhaustive resource. Every verb annotated with numbered arguments. FrameNet, Fillmore, is the deeper, frame-organized alternative. 2. The roles: agent, patient, instrument, beneficiary, time, location, abstract over surface order, active, passive, topicalized, they all decode into the same frame. 3. SRL powers question answering, information extraction, and knowledge graphs. Every triple in Wikidata was extracted with SRL-style analysis. This is the plumbing behind modern search. Quiz 1. In PropBank annotation of Mary, broke the vase with a hammer. What is argo? A. The vase. B. Mary, the agent, the one doing the breaking. C. A hammer. Or D. The verb broke. B. Arg0 is almost always the agent. Mary is doing the breaking, so she is argo. The vase is argon patient. The hammer is ARG2 instrument. PropBank numbers roles per verb, but ARG0 is conventionally the doer. Quiz 2. What's the key difference between PropBank and FrameNet? A PropBank is written in Python, FrameNet in Java. B. PropBank annotates every verb shallowly, with ARGO-ARG5 FrameNet organizes verbs into shared semantic frames with rich role structure. C. PropBank was invented before language existed. Or D. FrameNet only handles nouns. B. Shallow-wide versus deep-narrow. PropBank covers every verb, but each frame is verb-specific. FrameNet groups verbs into shared frames like commercial transaction. So B and cell evoke the same underlying structure. Both are still actively maintained. Quiz 3. Why do knowledge graphs like Wikidata and DBpedia depend on SRL-style analysis? A. They store Python code. B. Every knowledge graph, triple, is subject, predicate object, which maps to agent, verb patient. SRL extracts those from raw text. C. They only work on numeric data. Or D. They don't. Wikidata is hand-typed. B. A triple is a subject-predicate-object structure. Semantic roles are exactly the machinery that maps raw text to those triples. When search returns a knowledge panel with facts, those facts came from SRL-style extraction pipelines somewhere upstream. Back to the puzzle. SRL recovers the who and the what from the sentence. PropBank, FrameNet, agent, patient, instrument. 6th station done. That's the classical belt from end to end. But there's a set of language problems the belt doesn't handle. Pronouns that refer back, idioms that mean nothing literal, mentions that span multiple sentences. Videos 8 and 9. Next time, anaphora and coreference. Tracking it through a paragraph. Winograd schemas. Levesque 2012. The trophy that didn't fit in the suitcase because IT was too big. Which one was too big? Answer next video. Hit subscribe.